Hey Royal Family, welcome to my General Hospital Daytime Drama channel. I am your hostess, the Daytime Drama Queen. Today I have your General Hospital recap for Tuesday, July 25th. Now let's get into it. Continuing from yesterday's episode, we see Sonny Corinthos at Windermere along with the new nanny Betty Rutherford and Ava Jerome. Sonny tells the nanny, "You must set the bar high when it comes to my daughter Avery." Sonny then gets a phone call. He excuses himself. It is Dex Heller. Dex tells him, "Boss, we have a problem."
You have to excuse me for one second.
Remember our deal. You either sell me to Avery's dad that I'm the perfect nanny for her, or someone you love dearly will pay the price.
I'm in the middle of something. This better be important.
Yeah, unfortunately it is.
What's going on?
Boss, we have a problem.
Meanwhile, back with the nanny and Ava, the nanny tells her, "You better sell me to Sonny, because if you don't, there will be consequences." She tells Ava that call you just made may be the last time you hear your mother's voice. Sonny comes back into the room and he senses something is off. Ava begins to sell the new nanny and her credentials. Sonny goes over the nanny's resume. He then tells her that he would like to discuss it with Ava. The nanny then leaves. Sonny says to Ava, "Who is that Betty woman and what the hell does she have on you?" Sonny says, "I was just playing along with her." Ava breaks down and admits that they are threatening her life. Sonny says, "With what?" Ava says, "With my biological mother." Sonny says, "Those SOBs, why are they making threats against you? What does that have to do with me and if it involves our daughter?" Ava says that Austin's cousin Mason Gatlin is threatening her to get information about you, Sonny, and the Pikeman Company. She continues, "Mason told me to search your penthouse. Pilar was in the way, so he planted a new nanny." Sonny then asks, "Where does your new boyfriend Austin play into this?" Ava tells Sonny that Austin is Mason's cousin and that Austin does not have anything to do with it. Mason has been blackmailing her and Austin. Sonny then recalls when Avery was missing. He tells Ava, "You insisted that Avery was kidnapped and Austin found her." Sonny is angry now. He says, "You went along with Mason's plan of planting a nanny to take care of our daughter." He asks Ava, "How long has this guy been threatening you?" Ava says, "For months." Sonny says, "What type of leverage does this Mason guy have on you?" Ava says, "He knows that I killed Nicholas." Sonny is shocked.
Especially when you knew it involved our daughter. Why didn't you come to me?
I thought that I could handle it myself.
I don't buy it.
Sonny!
No, this Mason guy has something on you. He has leverage. What is it? What does he know that I don't? What?
Mason knows that I killed Nicholas.
Also, continuing from yesterday's episode, we see Dex finding a body in the alley. He calls the police. Dante arrives with several detectives. They go to Gordon's body. Dante takes his pulse and says, "Yep, he's a dead guy." Dante then asks Dex, "Do you recognize him? Do you think he may be a known associate of Sonny's?" Dante says the guy works for Sonny. What were you doing at General Hospital? A detective comes along and pulls Dante away. The detective says we searched his wallet and his name is Gordon. Dante then goes back to Dex and repeats the question, what were you doing at General Hospital? Dex says he was there checking in on Curtis Ashford. He explains that the night Curtis was shot, he, Jocelyn, and Trina were in the park. He said, and I was just checking on Curtis for Trina. Dante then tells Dex that he is free to go. A detective tells Dante something. Dante then tells Dex, this guy, he did time in Pentonville. Does that ring a bell for you?
Something for Sonny at the hospital.
Falconary. Heard back on the records check on the victim.
Wait here. Well, I guess you're free to go, Dex. If we have any more questions, we know where to find you. Actually, you know what? This guy, I guess he was from Pawtuck. Did time in Pentonville? Didn't that ring a bell to you?
Meanwhile, back at GH, we see Portia Robinson in Curtis's room. Curtis is conducting some research on his phone. He tells Portia, I think we may be on to something. Portia takes the phone from Curtis. She tells him that the information that he's researching may not be accurate. He needs to consult with his doctor. Curtis demands that Portia gives him his phone back. Portia says on one condition, you have dinner with me. She orders takeout and then goes to pick it up. Curtis gets back on the phone and sees that there are no cures for spinal injuries.
Unfortunately, there's no way to reverse damage to the spinal cord. Treatment can improve a person's quality of life, but this condition can't be cured.
Portia comes back with the food. They discuss Trina. Portia says she used to love cooking for Trina when Trina was younger. He then tells Curtis, now that I'm cutting back my work hours, I can be home to make dinner for you. Curtis snaps, why are you cutting back your work hours? Portia says, I want to spend more time with you at home. Portia tells Curtis that there are a lot of stairs at home and we can move elsewhere. Curtis says, I don't want to move. Curtis snaps, look, if I am never going to walk again, and it's a likely possibility, if that's the case, I do not want you to remodel our home. But what you are going to do is to let me go. Portia got a taste of her medicine when she told Spencer to let Trina go.
That's not what you're gonna do.
What do you mean?
Look, if I'm never gonna walk again...
We don't know if that's the case.
But it's a likely possibility.
And if that is the case, you're not gonna remodel our home. What you're gonna do is let me go.
Next, we see Brooklyn Quartermain and Harrison Chase at the Metro Court. Apparently, there is no one else there. Brooklyn dares Harrison Chase to skinny dip. He said, okay, let's bet on it. They begin throwing peanuts in the air and catching them in their mouths contest. Brooklyn loses. She kisses Chase and Chase says, with a kiss like that, I'll undress. He undresses and jumps into the pool.
What are you doing? You won!
Let's just say I'm willing to pay for your debt. Because that kiss was more than worth it.
Next, we see Elizabeth Baldwin and Hamilton Finn having dinner. They're discussing their children and he is discussing Violet. They haven't noticed how late it is until the waiter walks up and says the restaurant has closed and if they want dessert. They agree to have dessert and then they kiss. Finn says he wants more, and that's the end of the story.
Not like me at all.
Are you talking about the dessert?
The dessert, being the last people in the restaurant, keeping the waiter late. What, are you all done? You don't want any more?
Yeah. I want more.
That's it for today's recap. Please send your thoughts, your comments, and your theories to me, the Daytime Drama Queen, and we will discuss later. Until then, ta-ta!